Welcome back to the Community Cares Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of this amazing organization. And today, I love to say our cliche saying, which is be the change you want to see in the world or wish to see. And this person next to me is not only a board of director and a CASA volunteer.
Yep.
She's also with the organization we're going to talk about in a little bit. And then also she's an amazing volunteer here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. She's been a pastor or a minister, and she's also, just little things like loving on people who are into life. And you just done amazing work. And I really respect you as an individual and appreciate all that you do.
Yep.
And so today, though, you're going to
Thank you.
put the other hats on. Today's hat, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Goodman, and I'm here today because I am not only a member, but I am the show chair for the High Desert Iris Society show that's coming up at the end of the month.
What a fun organization.
Oh, it's delightful.
That's so cool. And we'll talk a little bit later about kind of the organization and what you guys do to give back. And you guys do a lot. But I'll hand it over to Dave for any events.
Yeah, so the events I wanted to highlight is your guys' event. And then also our Wine and Dine event. So our Wine and Dine event, tickets are selling out. We're pretty close. So if you want to go, please get those tickets ASAP.
We have 24 tickets left.
Wow.
That's it. We're at 31.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Out of how
My
many?
goodness.
55.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
It's a smaller event.
I've already bought mine.
I know, I saw it.
But it's going to be so great. Live music, the pizza we always talk about is just amazing pizza, and then a glass of wine if you're into that. And
Some announcements.
Well, are you going to talk about that? Oh, no, you're not.
Not right now at the event. Maybe.
Well,
who knows?
So for those who don't know, today we got a big phone call, and there's some things that might be happening at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. Some really exciting new projects, innovative things to reach more people where they're at. It's going to be a game changer for our organization. In fact, I would venture to say it's the most historic development and the biggest impact development that Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet has ever had.
It's going to be fun, but we can't talk about it yet. We're just going to tease everyone. Sorry.
Sue's like, what's going on?
Sue's like, I want to know.
I think I know. I mean,
you might know.
I may have seen a teaser about it.
Who knows? Well, I guess we'll see.
That's what we're doing here.
Maybe off camera we'll talk about it a little more.
Yeah.
Insider scoop.
Insider
I've been
scoop.
around Good Shepherd for a while.
Yes, you have. President at one point of Good Shepherd. That's right.
Future president too.
I remember when you came in, you were bringing me the coat of many colors. That was a fundraising tool for Good Shepherd at one point. You're like, here you go. My name's Sue. I'm like, oh, hi. And you're like, yeah, I used to be the president here. I'm like, oh, why haven't we met? That's strange. All right. And then we talked a little bit, and I'm like, do you want to volunteer?
Well, yeah. I wanted to get back involved again.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Now that you have, once you started opening the clothes closet on Monday afternoons, I used to be a teacher, and so I could not be here to volunteer during the day.
That makes sense.
So having the extra hours, I think, accommodates more volunteers and
those we
more
serve.
clients.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was awesome, and you've been such a faithful volunteer. You come here Mondays, and you're just making things happen. So thank you for being here.
It cracks me up. I see pictures all over Facebook. Be like, oh, she's with that organization. Oh, there she is again. Oh, there she is. I'm like, I had no
all
idea.
Over the place. And not only that, you're also a financial supporter of Good Shepherd. So I do appreciate that. Thank you for supporting us financially.
Well, if I can say that, since I've retired, my goal has been to embrace Matthew 25, to clothe the naked,
Amen.
Feed the hungry, visit the sick and imprisoned.
Wonderful.
Anything I can do, because God has given me so much. That's the least I can do to give back.
That's beautiful.
You definitely walk your talk with
And, I have been well provided for with church and school retirement, so I can afford to do this at this point in my life.
And you recently got married. Congratulations.
Recently got married. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And
So Susan Goodman.
Yes. Yeah, after 40 years with another last name, we're still getting used to Goodman.
I know. Yeah, no, that's awesome. And so yeah, definitely check out our Wine and Dine event. Thank you for getting your ticket. And I got my tickets, and Chaz got his ticket, and we are ready to go. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be pizza, wine, dancing, and all sorts of fun things. And it's gonna be fun. So
make sure you come hungry for some pizza.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I was going with that.
You don't know where you're
I'm
going?
just so excited because it is a really nice event. Oh, I wanted to thank. See, we get along because we're both ADHD. My brain's all over there. But what?
Engine 8 Winery.
Yes, I wanted to thank Engine 8 Winery for being such a great host and donating the space and being the sponsor. And we also have another co-sponsor. Is Renown Health. And this is really exciting for us because we really appreciate Renown Health, opening the door to us. We've been fostering that relationship for a long time, and there may be some exciting new things down the road for that as well. But we want to continue to fight the good fight with them, and we appreciate that. So thank you both for, answering the call and stepping up and saying this cause matters.
Yeah, you both sponsoring the event has been amazing for us. Without Engine 8 Winery, without Renown, we wouldn't be able to host this event the way we're hosting it. So we're really excited.
It's exciting.
I have a question. Are they going to have a silent auction this year?
We're going to have a few items. We don't want to oversaturate the silent auction stuff, but yeah, we mostly want this to be a fun fundraiser. But yes, there will be some. One of the items is the brick for donated by the Nevada Veterans Memorial.
Probably do a 50-50 raffle.
50-50 raffle. And then we have some other baskets and those kinds of things.
Okay.
And then one of the donations, which I got to get from Deb.
Mm-hmm.
Deb.
Oh, yeah, our About Town Deb.
Yep. She's donating a basket, and so we have some pretty cool stuff.
That basket's worth $500 to $600 with wine and some great things. So
yeah, no, it's going to be a fun fundraiser. We didn't want to oversaturate it with the silent auction. We've done that. I've made that mistake in the past. Had too many of those, and then people get confused or those kinds of things.
This is really an intimate setting of just getting to know each other, talking about some exciting developments before the public here, and just really what is the word? Celebrating what Good Shepherds has been able to accomplish, and because of that community, and a lot of those people are huge supporters.
Oh, I know some of the people I see, but I love seeing those regular supporters coming in and come to the fundraiser. But I also love seeing people that I have no clue who they are purchase tickets.
And we want to thank our partners at Colo 8 for matching and doing different funds for us to be able to get the word out, and Katie having us on our show, and they've become really great partners.
Absolutely. So, and the next event we want to highlight is
is the High Desert Iris Society annual show.
Okay.
Well, that sounds interesting. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah. The High Desert Iris Society is a 501c3 organization, and our primary purpose is to cultivate information about and the love of the flower, the iris.
Which is a beautiful looking flower.
It's a gorgeous flower. And so, I love them. I have like a couple hundred in my yard. You kind of get addicted.
There's worse things to get addicted to.
There are worse things to get addicted
flowers
to.
Are good.
And flowers are good, especially when they're only, rhizomes and at our sale, which comes later. But they run $5 a piece. So, it's not a real pricey hobby.
So the event, just before we get on a little bit more, what time, price, where?
So the event is being held on May 31st and June 1st at Moana Nursery on Lakeside Avenue.
Love it.
In their seminar room. So not in the nursery itself, but over in their seminar room.
I've never been in there. Okay.
Yeah. They've got a nice building that they do allow people interested in plants.
Okay.
So they host that for us free of charge.
Wow.
And we don't charge anything to come in.
Nice.
viewing starts about 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon
Okay.
and goes to about 4, and then it goes from Sunday 9 to about 2 or 3.
Okay.
And folks can just come in and look at the gorgeous flowers.
Wow.
It's a bit of a competition for those of us who do grow irises. We bring them in, we stage them, and we have judges that come in from other areas that will judge them for us.
Oh, how cool.
It's pretty
So-
fun and interesting. That's actually a great family event.
Yeah, it's a great family event, or something to bring mom to, or
Yeah.
because the flowers are just absolutely gorgeous.
I
That's
love
awesome.
Flowers. I always think it's just life when I see
Yeah.
flowers and colors and beauty. And I know some people don't like to buy flowers, especially if they're not planted because they die. But to me, to have a fresh bouquet of flowers in the house, it's really something that I find a huge blessing.
It is. There's just something about seeing something that's God's creation.
Just beautiful.
That's
yeah.
natural in an arrangement, and just the color. I love color.
Okay.
And
yeah.
so, especially irises, they come in pretty much every color of the rainbow,
Yeah.
except for red.
Okay.
I
Except
didn't
for
know
true
that.
red.
Well, that's
yeah.
cool.
And
Oh, sorry about that.
yeah, I know. Actually, iris, the plant, is named after the goddess.
I was going to ask you.
Iris,
So, okay.
yes.
I didn't know that.
The goddess of the rainbow.
Oh, wow.
So the Iris Society, and then
Was that Egyptian?
What?
Was that Egyptian? Did that come from?
I don't know. I just know it's named after
I'll have to look that up. No.
named after
There we go.
somebody's goddess.
Okay.
But and the mythology has to do with this is who takes you to the other realm.
okay.
But anyway, and again, they do come in all kinds of different colors and blends of colors
Yeah.
and combinations.
That's awesome. So with that, so the event is a free event, free of charge.
Yes, and on Saturday afternoon we have what we call our symposium,
Oh.
where we have short lectures
Okay.
about. I do one on the history and the different kinds.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, we have different kinds of workshops,
pretty neat.
gardening kind of workshops.
That's brilliant. Awesome. And then, so the event's free. It's on May 31st through June 2nd, right?
June 1st.
Oh, June 1st. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon and most of the day on Sunday.
Mostly on Sunday. Okay. And at Moana Nursery, yeah, definitely go and check it out. It's going to be a fun event. And so the fundraiser portion of this, are you guys selling the irises, or
No.
how are you making money?
So
off of it?
what we do is we do have an annual fundraiser because a lot of us, irises multiply.
Okay.
The rhizomes multiply, and you have to clear them out and deal with them every few years. So every summer in July, we go ahead and we dig up the rhizomes and we clean them up
Okay.
and we put them out for sale.
Okay.
And again, we're selling them, but it's for fundraising purposes for the different things that the Iris Society does, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about that. So yeah, and they're $5 each,
Okay.
and we have like maybe 400 varieties
That's a good cause.
that we sell. And again, it all goes back into the Iris. It all comes back to those of us at the Iris Society. The growers do get a little bit of a cut, but
Yeah.
we put a lot of money into the soil, the fertilizers,
sure.
getting new varieties.
Yeah.
But we do that for our fundraiser. And if I can talk about one of our,
Yeah.
we
And
one
guys,
of the other thing we do besides promote the love of iris is we want to be involved in the community.
Sure.
And so we are always looking for places where we can help beautify the landscape.
Yep.
And one of the places that we have adopted is the Circle of Life Hospice House.
yeah, what an honor.
And so, we had so much
So,
fun.
we're so grateful for you guys. I mean,
Yeah. So we have gone. They gave us gave us a piece of land where the residents who are in the hospice house can look out from the deck and see irises and other perennials
Oh, that's awesome.
growing. We do have to get out there and weed it, but that's part of gardening.
That is part of gardening.
And I think we're looking at a couple organizations where we can help do a little bit with the landscape. So we're working with this one garden, and we're going to continue this summer and fall doing some work in the front yard at the hospice house. And also they've allocated, I think maybe up to $100 so we can put potted annual plants.
Awesome.
For the
really
residents
amazing.
to
It's gonna
be pretty.
see.
And I just want to add, so I mean, just like when we talk about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, it's not just clothes.
Right.
When we talk about this organization, it's not just flowers, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, flowers that are helping people who are dying live for whatever time remains with quality of life and some joy and beauty. I mean, those are really meaningful things that you guys are doing.
They're little things, but
They're, but
I
they're
think
big things to them, you know?
Yeah, no, I think that's beautiful. And then
And by the way, there's kickboxing in the background, guys. So if you hear these big boom, boom, they have kickboxing next door. Because that's honestly the hardest. The last few hits, I was like, whoa,
Yeah, I
shit,
know, I
the
was
whole
like,
place.
oh my goodness. So for the fundraiser, so I'm trying to track down. Are you guys gonna have silent auction items?
Okay,
or?
so at the iris fundraiser,
Yeah.
it is just iris rhizomes.
Oh, that's all that's gonna be.
That's all we
Okay,
have, and
okay.
again, we've got like 400 of them.
So come
it
get
will
'em.
be held the weekend. I think it's the 19th, 20th. If that's a Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so
That weekend they will have, and again, it will be
Got it.
again at Moana Nursery in their seminar space.
And so this one at the end of May, how can people donate and get involved with that fundraiser? What is there going to be silent auction
again,
stuff
we're
there?
not raising funds.
Oh, that's
at
not a
the
fundraiser.
show.
Got
no,
it,
the
got
show
it.
is
The show.
just simply a show.
Okay.
Got it.
If
got
you're
it.
in, we'll tell you all about irises.
That's cool.
We're all passionate. If anyone is interested, we will have membership applications
Cool.
to the club. We're always looking for new members.
That's really cool.
We have monthly meetings with great food. But, with that. And then the fundraiser will happen in July when the irises, that's the best time to go ahead and divide them and get them ready to go
Yeah.
back into the ground so that they can root during the winter.
So it's not just a nonprofit that is trying to beautify places like the Circle Life Guest House. It's you guys are also
Educational.
educational.
Yeah, we
a
want to
social-
educate people.
a social environment as well.
Right.
So it's multifaceted. That's pretty cool.
I also, it ties in, the last one I was thinking of is mental health, because gardening is so good for your mental health, your physical health. And honestly, I don't have the space now where I live. But I remember when I was a kid and we had a really big backyard and we would do vegetable gardens and flowers. And that was so therapeutic, even as a kid, getting my hands dirty. And I really enjoyed that.
It's trite, but there's an old saying that says one is closer to God in a garden than any place else on earth.
I like that.
Because you're co-creating with God when you put these things in the ground.
That's
And not
beautiful.
just irises, any kind of flower, any kind of vegetable.
Hot red pepper. I love those. My dad
Yeah.
grew some of those this last
Well,
year.
and in the process, I think I've got 19 or 20 tomatoes in pots in my
Wow.
backyard.
Oh boy, are you gonna sell them to your favorite executive director Dave or what?
Oh, no. Anything left over, we donate. We share.
Because I love me some fresh tomatoes.
Yeah, there's nothing like them.
That's true.
But again, that's one of the things I do for my mental health,
Yeah.
is get out in the garden and get my hands in the dirt. And, that's the earth this is the earth that God has put us on.
It's beautiful.
And so being able to be a co-creator with God and growing things.
Yeah. And even physically, I mean, they've done different studies on grounding where you're barefoot on the grass. Same thing with your hands in the soil. It's like you connect with the earth and you're recharging. And it's really good for your health in every aspect.
I didn't know that part.
Physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And that's why they're even showing these grounding sheets so you can sleep on them. And it puts the same electric magneticity
I don't know about this.
No. Seriously, do it. Watch, you're gonna get them after.
I'm gonna
after
get
you
one.
do the research. You're gonna be like, Chaz, yes, this is actually a good thing.
I'm gonna get one, and it'll be a trick, and I'll be shocked. I'll be like, oh no!
It's not a heating blanket, but it puts the electricity that you would get from the ground.
Chaz is trying to get me shocked over here. I see how it is. You know, you could just, I don't know, bring a taser or something next time if you really want, bud.
No, it sounds like a lawsuit.
Oh boy.
No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, it is really a beautiful thing. You're right.
Yeah. So, and again, whether the dirt's in the ground or in the pot.
Right.
And again, we're looking forward to our new project of getting those pots put on the porch at the
We're super
guest
grateful.
house.
Thank you so much.
And then we'll start working on the front.
Yeah.
Give it, a little bit of curb appeal, and hopefully we'll have the flowers and things situated so that residents looking out can, again, have another venue to enjoy things that are green, and not just irises, but we want to get a variety of lovely perennials.
And it's not just the guests either. It's if they do have family members that are coming, it's those family members. It's the amazing caregivers that caregive for those guests every day. It's just really a beautiful thing. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I've actually already talked to at least one of the
Have
caregivers,
you?
and she's ready to water the plants on the porch as soon as we get there.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So and that's another thing is, having been there last fall, I've gotten to know at least one or two of the caregivers, and they're just lovely people.
You're a regular now. They know if you show up there, you're fine to be there. The first time I was like, there's somebody here.
Yeah.
Like, she's good.
I'm the plant lady.
She's the plant lady, or was it flower lady? Or
Flower lady or whatever.
That's a good nickname.
Yeah,
So.
but they are just, the caregivers are just
They're angels.
the kindest, loveliest people.
Yeah.
Well, so back to the Iris Society. So, as far as, do you know anything about the history of the Iris Society or anything like that?
The American Iris Society was founded, I think, in 2020. It observed its 100th anniversary.
Wow.
Which we could not celebrate because of the pandemic.
Right.
The local High Desert Iris Society was founded, I want to say, around 2012, 2013, by a woman who came up from Las Vegas. And she had been president of the Iris Society down in Las Vegas. And I remember stopping off at a nursery to to get something, and she was there selling irises. And she had the sign-up sheet. Do you want to join an Iris Society? Get it started?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we, started with just a handful of members back then.
Awesome.
Her name was Evelyn Kondo, and one of our members some years back hybridized an iris, named it after her.
Wow.
And it's actually blooming for the first time in my yard. Well, it's not blooming, it's budded out in my yard this year.
That's really pretty.
But we just started with a handful of people. We, meet in people's homes.
Yeah.
But, every year when people come to the show and see what all the different colors, and then they come to the sale and take a lot home with them. They call it. It's either an iris addiction or the iris virus.
Iris virus. That's funny.
The Iris virus.
You just start planting them and growing them, and it just literally they grow on you.
Literally.
Because they're just, I know.
That was a dad joke. I like that one.
Yeah, I know.
That was good.
But I
liked it.
It's just, I love growing them. And, my husband, bless his heart, has said, he keeps finding me more garden space for more flowers. He's so good to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. And so, so it's a lot of rich history. You were a part of the chapter here.
Yes.
So at the
one
beginning?
of the charter members.
So you've been a part of it. How many members do you guys have now? Do you know?
They're not all active, but I think we've got somewhere around 40 maybe.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
that have
pretty big.
signed up and pay dues.
Wow, that's great.
We do have a membership fee, just to, so we can do some
great.
of, so we can put on
It's awesome.
we can put on the fundraisers, we can put on the show.
Pretty affordable membership. What is it?
$15.
Oh, that's
month?
great.
That's just for one
A
person
month?
for 1 year.
Oh, wow.
That's 1 year.
$15.
That's a
I
bargain.
think so.
That's really
And
reasonable.
then, they've got multiple year memberships. You can also opt to join the American Iris Society.
Okay.
And you get this gorgeous magazine with pictures of irises.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And educational articles
That's great.
like 4 times a year.
It's really neat.
So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. And as I said, they do have membership applications at the show and at the sale to join the club.
Wow.
I tell my mom about this. She loves flowers and planting and all sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, it sounds like a great organization. You guys are doing a lot of cool things in the community, interesting things that people are able to see and really take in.
Yeah.
And it flowers. I mean, I love just going to a flower store and just walking around. I love just going into Moana Nursery and just walking around. And that's one of our date days normally, my wife and I. We go in and we just walk around. There's this really cool one over here in Sparks behind
Rail
Wild
City,
Island.
right?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
That one's fun with all the different...
Oh, yeah, the nurseries are incredible.
I know.
And just the variety of things. And especially the nurseries locally, because the stuff you
Yes.
buy here is
Right.
made for,
Right.
is grown for the climate.
Yeah.
Because, we do have a kind of a bizarre climate.
We have a very bizarre climate.
Yeah. The last couple of years, we've had such a late spring and snow on the ground for such a late time. My irises didn't bloom till the end of the month.
Sure.
This year they're budded out because it was a much warmer winter.
Yeah.
It was wet.
Yeah.
I mean, we got rain, but it never got that cold.
Right.
Not like a couple years ago when you woke up New Year's Day and you had who knows how many feet.
It's so true. So we were throwing. I got to back up here. So we were at the senior fair at the National Automobile Museum this last Thursday for Circle Life Hospice, and this gentleman came up, and we'll never hear the end of it. But 2 years ago, we were going to do it was a New Year's Eve big, basically just dance and gala for the seniors at the senior center, and that giant snowstorm happened. And so security's like, someone's going to break a hip. I mean, it was like that in a matter of an hour. It was crazy. And so we had to cancel it, unfortunately. And people have been looking forward to it for 6 months. But yes, the climate is crazy.
You never know.
So,
I mean, we had snow not that long ago.
That's true. Well, definitely reach
Anyway.
out and learn more about the Iris Society. Thank you.
High
Sue.
Desert Iris Society.
Bring your family.
Bring your family.
Yes.
And do you know the website where to direct people?
I think it's
We can tag it.
Google, Google
Google it.
High Desert Iris Society.
She's got to go
Beautiful.
through all the organizations she's
Yeah.
a part of.
We
Well-
do have a website.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we would, you'll have to Google it, but it's
Yeah.
High Desert Iris Society.
Beautiful.
We're in Reno, Nevada. We've got a couple gals that are running the website, and they've got some fabulous stuff on there. And we're going to start posting pictures of our irises now that they're starting to bloom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which, a shout out to Dave Thompson, one of my favorite people. He's the weather forecaster.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
30 days of iris on his news broadcast during the month of May.
Wow. There we go.
Yeah, he will give you a picture of an iris every single day during the month of May.
That's great.
And
That's awesome.
If you're an iris person, send them in to Dave. He may show them on air.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. Well,
You're on Moana Nursery's website for the show. That's really cool.
Yeah, and again,
bunch of
you can
information.
check that. But again, I think I don't know if it's hdis.org. Those are our initials, or whether it's High Desert Iris Society. But if you Google it, you'll find it.
There's tons of stuff on here.
well, thank you so much for being here, Sue.
Oh, thank you.
and-
It's a delight. I love talking about irises.
what a fun thing, and we appreciate you, the person who helps support Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and those that support the High Desert Iris Society as well. And I don't know why
It's not working anymore, Dave. You turned it off. I know you did. I'm so sad.
I don't know what's happening.
I love you guys.
But we really appreciate your support. If you want to find out more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.com. getclothes.org. Getclothes.org. That's how you can find out more about what we're doing in the community. Our organization is growing and changing and evolving and doing all sorts of fun stuff. And if you want to jump on and be a part of it, just visit there. And if you'd like a tour, you shoot me an email over at info@gsccreno.org, and we'd be happy to give you a tour.
Some big things to come. Make sure you get your tickets for the Wine and Dine event, and stay tuned because these next 3 to 6 months are going to be a ride.
It's going to be interesting. It's good. It's amazing what's happening. But we help over 800 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Take care, guys.
Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
here, Sue.
Thank you for having me.